If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. Hey, y'all. Hey. I feel so short. I feel like every week I'm sinking. I might have to put this camera down some. I am sinking lower. Anyway, how are y'all doing? Hey, friends. How y'all doing? Hey. I see that. Hello. Hello. All right, let's get the hellos out the way. It's been a minute. Yes, just me, Mod Extraordinaire. She's like, hey, miss y'all too. I'll catch y'all up from where I've been and all that. Ain't been nowhere. Not like that. April. Hey, everybody. Hey, April. If you were wondering what that noise was, while the commercial was going, I dropped my mirror. Y'all know I'm always doing something in the back door. That's me greeting y'all before the show starts. Hey, Royalty Queen, how you doing? Hope you guys are feeling well. Sunshine, she. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Lorraine. Good to see you. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Pam. Hey, Bless. Good to see you. Shatika, hey, good evening. Blessings to you too. Blessings. Hey, Melissa, you are a strong Black woman. Love watching you, lady. Thank you, Brenda. That's just the pep talk that I need. So I'm gonna leave that right there. How y'all doing? It is, I'm trying to do the chapters, y'all, so that y'all can skip around or whatever. But I want you to watch the whole video, so I might not even do that. But anyway, hey, everyone. Hey. So yeah, Brenda says, hey, Melissa, you are one strong Black woman. Love watching you, lady. Thank you. Is it frozen? What part do you want me to do over? Because I can edit the craziness out. Anyway, hopefully it's not let me check. Let me check on my phone. Because it's feeling like it's freezing because I'm not getting conversation back. It's good now. Okay. So, the latest Amazon device? Oh, no, you don't. So, did you hear the part that I was talking about positivity and just being positive, and the part where I said everybody we know that's on the internet is beefing with somebody? Like, someone's beefing with somebody. And so I just choose not to be a part of that, but also just adding my own speck of positivity on YouTube and the internet. Hey, superstar, good to see you. Hello. Royalty, it's fine to me. Okay. We're just going to keep chugging, however it come along. YouTube, I noticed a couple of people that I watch that have been going live, they've been freezing too. So I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know if it's just the atmosphere. It could be the freaking, what's the thing? The X. Who knows? But what was I saying? I was saying my hellos and stuff like that. So a lot of you were wondering, okay, why isn't she? Where was she on Thursday? Where was she on Friday? And why is she streaming on Saturday? Well, the thing is, since if you watch my last video, you have to go back and watch, because I explained where I was at and the fact that I would not be available for a live stream the couple of weeks because my kids had, listen, y'all, it's school time. School is back in. We're all, people are back at work. Functions are happening. And you know what? Coming around the corner, we're almost into holiday season. Can y'all believe that? It's almost holiday season. So you already know, holiday party here, even if it's a small gathering with your friends and family, or vaccinated or not, whatever, that's between y'all. But my point is, school has started, and the kids are in their sports. They're in their separate sports. The cousins are in their sports. People are work. Like, it's just stuff like that. So if I'm not here, it has something to do with me traveling or going to see the sports. Don't slam the door. Positivity. I'll talk about the positivity in a minute. But yeah, I'll get back to the positivity. But just to answer your question, where was I last week? I had family stuff, and y'all already know family comes first on this channel. So don't ever apologize if you're not on this live and you're spending time with y'all family. Y'all already know, catch the replay, it'll be here. So yeah, we just been doing sports. And the thing is, we have two different kids for us. My kids, two different sports, several different days. You know, we'll be on one side of Arizona one day, and then 2 days later, we'll be on a whole nother side of Arizona. So that allows me to pre-record content. So don't neglect those. I noticed that y'all are like, I want her. Watch those. Leave the comment. I promise you, I will comment on those also. So yeah, like Bless said, it's been Halloween for about 2 weeks at the stores. Listen, they're ready to knock the Halloween stuff down and go into Christmas. Like, it is crazy that we are in September and Halloween is already around the corner. I know when we were at Disney, they were decorating for fall. Like, the year is rounding out, but I feel like this time of year is probably the most busiest time of year. I think January slows down a lot. Once the new year hits, everybody's like, oh crap. All right, the new year is here and everything slows down. But to me, from August, especially from August, September timeframe, all the way to December, January, busy. So you're going to get some pre-recorded messages from me, videos, not messages, pre-recorded videos, but it'll be the same interaction. It'll live stream, and make sure you comment, and I definitely will comment back to you. So that's where I was. So now it's, and then Memorial Day, I do have some footage from all that travel and all that stuff. And so yeah, y'all see it. So anyway, it's Tuesday, and yeah, what have y'all been up to? What in the world have y'all been up to? April says, yep, Melissa, exactly. Bless says, positivity is where you left off. Everyone you're following is in a beef with someone. Yeah, not everyone that I'm following. My point is, I was talking about me trying to be, but just really having a goal to have a positive channel and be a positive space, because someone, a couple of comments up, was saying how they love watching me. I was positive, that whole thing. I just choose not to be among the people. So what I was saying is, not everyone I follow is in a beef. Everyone that I follow is not in a beef. However, what I was saying to you guys is, I bet if I told you to name someone that you follow, you could at least name one person that's in an active online or going through something beef with somebody on these internets. And so what I'm saying is, that's not for me. So anyway, Lakeisha Green says, hey. So yeah, Dookie Fada, okay, says good evening. So you read from the title. We are just catching up. It's been since last Tuesday that we joined each other and had this live or whatever. There was a few things that I wanted to talk about, and I just wanted to see what is it that you have on your heart, because there's so much that's going on, so much that has happened between last Tuesday and today. And so, yeah, so what I want to talk about. So let me tell you the things that I have in mind. So as you know, Michael K. Williams, I want to say his name, he passed away from an overdose on the heels of someone else, a comedian in Hollywood was found with 3 other people, and he died of an overdose. So I want to just kind of talk about, you know, if anybody wanted to get that off their heart, or just talk about Hollywood, as we often say. You know, do you think that, you know, to survive in that culture, you have to, in order to be popular or even to survive that, is it the schedule? Like, what is it with the attraction with the drugs? Can you do that type of schedule on a natural high, you know, where they're performing as often as they are and stuff like that? I think about Michael Jackson, and when he was going on his tour, the one right before he passed away, and he was taking all those drugs. Like, was he to the point where he really wasn't physically able to do those things? So he started to take the pain meds and stuff like that. Some people suggest that he was already addicted, so that has nothing to do with it. I don't know. He was a frail person by the time at the end of his death, end of his life, and I just feel like that. So that's what I want to talk. I want to talk about that. I wanted to talk about, did you guys see Nene Leakes' husband Greg passed away? They did that tribute, just kind of talking about that. I also finally decide I'm looking to see if I want to add another thing to the title. But anyway, Also, do you guys want to talk? Who's watched clickbait? Anybody has watched clickbait? Because there's some life lessons in that Netflix series that I want to talk about, especially for those of you that are single and dating, or even married or have children. Anybody, that thing is so good. I wouldn't recommend your younger children watch it, only because it just depends. Watch it first to see if you would let your younger children watch it. But your teenagers, absolutely, there are lessons in that for them to grasp. So leave a comment down below if you watch clickbait. And that's really, really one of the things that I'm like, oh, I gotta really go episode by episode and just drag out some of the things that I think people are making a mistake, even when they're dating, things that are dangerous. Listen, so good. April, do you like it? I don't understand the drug uses. I can't even do weed. I think that is ridiculous. Same thing, Superstar. We're almost like twins, child. Yeah. So yeah, I'm the same way. And I do have a sensitive spot for people, because I do understand addiction and stuff like that, in the sense of, you know, in a place of non-judgment. But I think that, you know, we are, he wasn't an actress. He was, okay, let me go. Brenda says, Lady M, who was the other actress that passed? He wasn't an actress. He was a comedian. So if you notice on Friday, maybe, or Saturday or Sunday, Sherry Shepherd, a couple of people were like, oh, I think his name was Quan or Jaquan or something like that, a comedian. And he died with 4 other people and another comedian, from what I understand, of an overdose. They found him. Then 2 days later, or a day later, we found out about Michael K. So I'm like, what is going on in Hollywood? So no, it wasn't an actress, but we all know that happens there too. So April's watching it now. I watched, but I haven't finished. I finished it in one day. I was doing another full set. They're not done, but they're done, but they're not designed. But they will maybe by the next live. But anyway, I was doing my nails last night, and I was like, okay, what could I do to finish this full set and be engaged and keep me going. So I said, you know what? Everybody on Facebook is talking about this darn clickbait. Let me go ahead and watch this doggone clickbait. And I was hooked. Okay. So I kind of want to be in the headspace to do that. It's really on my heart about this drug addiction and stuff like that, because I know that some of you have had your own battles, and I don't know if that is triggering for you as that, but it's just, I just feel like we're just hearing so much about just death and destruction and So I want to lend space to that. And if we want to talk about clickbait tomorrow, and the other thing that I absolutely positively will talk about, I'll let you know what the rest of the schedule is. Y'all ain't gonna like it for the rest of the week, but anyway, I wanted to talk about a question that Kevin Samuels had, and I'll throw that out there, and then y'all choose what we want to talk about, because I'm down to talk about all of it. But for the purpose of the stream and putting the title up and all of that, I want to kind of hone in one of those things. But Kevin Samuels was talking about this idea of a modern woman and all this other stuff, and I want to kind of break down just what he said. And basically, after he set up what he said about the man, he said the question is that he has for modern women is, what is it that they have to offer the man, the high value man that they want, that here he go. Mods, go ahead and block this fool. But anyway, what is, you want a modern man and a high value man, what is it that you have to offer him that you haven't offered everyone else? I thought that was a very interesting question. What is it that you have to offer this high value man that you haven't offered everyone else? I thought that was a brilliant question. And he said that a lot of women are not able to answer that question. And he went on to talk about why that question is important. So, I got that one. When to know if he's the right one. I'm going to, I want to talk about that, but I don't want to be the only person on the panel, only because I think it's important to have a lot of people. So I am working on getting people on the show so that we can talk about this one. Bless says, topic, when to know if he's the one. I promise you, I have not forgotten. I got it written down. I just got to get some of my friends that I know are in some pretty decent relationships, and we could talk about it. But if you want, I could talk about it myself, but I want the whole girlfriend vibe to it. So yeah. But we are going to talk about so anyway, I'm watching it now. So far, so good. All blessed reborn spirit. My hat's off to you, girl. Been there. Been there where? What bless say? Oh, puppy training. Blessed reborn spirit says, I've been training my puppy. Good night and God bless you. That is something that I've never done before. It's something that I know that we will probably end up having to do because my husband wants a puppy and he can get his little funky puppy, whatever. I'm not a dog person. I'm not an animal person, but I am looking for a dog. My only stipulation is it needs to be something that I won't be afraid of. He can get whatever he wants, but just let it be something that if I look at it, I ain't gonna run to my room. So I look forward to watching him train the puppy. I don't understand the drug uses. I can't even do weed. So yeah, y'all let me know, or we just do all three. It don't matter. We're just catching up, and then I know that I'm going to revisit all three of these topics, so it doesn't matter. Cardi B had her baby. Yes, I posted in my community channel. Make sure, throughout the week, I'm posting all kind of stuff. I post polls. I post motivational stuff. So click on that community tab. If you don't already, click the notification bell for my channel. And that way, whenever I post anything on my community tab, you'll be among the first to know. So I don't know what it looks like on you guys' thing, but it just says community. And you click on it after you hit the notification bell and you get my polls that I'm writing. I do motivational things. I post on that. I post pictures if I'm out and about, stuff like that. So if you want to be kind of in the know of what's really, really going on with me, make sure you not only watch the videos, but you also click that community tab and answer the polls and stuff. Some of them are really serious. Some of them, mostly they're really, really, really silly, but I like to get to know you guys through those polls. But anyway, Cardi B, yes, Cardi B had her son 9-4. I'm now a fan, but I'm always overjoyed with, she's not a fan, but she's always overjoyed when a new baby is born. Absolutely, absolutely same thing. I'm not a major Cardi fan. She's growing on me, but I'm not a part of the whole, are you Team Nicki? I'm not a part of that foolishness, but Cardi is growing on me, and she had a baby. And he's a little peanut. So cute. Feel bad, but the actor seemed like a strong man that wouldn't. Exactly. So let's park here. Yes, superstar. He seemed like a strong man that wouldn't engage in that type of behavior. I'm surprised with the fact that he died from that. Same. Absolutely the same. That was my sentiment. He was not somebody that I followed strongly. I did not watch The Wire, but of course I caught clips here and there. I saw interviews from him here and there. So when that was the last thing. When I found out that he died, I thought it was COVID or something like that. I did not expect it to be that. And I was very, like you, superstar, I was absolutely surprised. I got you. So yeah, I explained to you what I'm working on with this. Just like how I invited Kiara on, and that was a vibe. She might be someone that I invite back on because she's married, and maybe a couple of other people. I don't want it to just be me, even though I know I've already got my answer for the question. Okay, buffering. Me neither, Melissa. I'm not an animal person. April, not at all, sis. Not at all. I'm not an animal person at all. But, when my husband was in the military and deploying and all this other stuff, I told him, he would always want a dog. And I'm like, why? Why do you want a dog? I got the kids, and you want to leave a dog too? No. When you retire, you can have a dog. Well, he's been retired for a minute, and he doesn't have his dog. So then the stipulation was, you get me you build me a pool, you'll get a dog. See, I need to stop. I just need to stop. So yeah. Superstar says, I love dogs. I'm a huge animal person. Here's the thing. I'm not an animal cruelty person. Like you, the animals stay over there and I'll stay over here, because I know there's some people that aren't animal people, but they abuse animals. I don't believe in animal abuse or anything like that. But at the same time, I'm not I don't understand, and no, I did not grow up with pets or anything. So I don't understand that love, that connection, that companionship from a dog, or from, for those of you that really, really have your pets and you really, really love them. Like my daughter, she has a cat, and I swear, first of all, she treats the cat like it's a dog. Okay. If you know my daughter, then you know she's special anyway. She's Sarah crazy. In a funny way. She's so funny. So she's taught this thing how to sit. She's taught it how to do all this stuff that dogs do. And I'm like, ma'am, that dog is not, that cat is not a dog. But my point in saying that is, if she has to go, like, we'd be like, are you coming over today? Oh, I just left her for 4 hours. I don't want to leave her. And I'm like, girl, whatever. So she'll come over and she only want to stay a couple of days because whatever. Frozen is, look, if I keep talking and it freezes up, y'all don't have to tell me. So anyway, I have a little Yorkie. That's what he wants. Thankfully, he doesn't want no huge, big situation. Thankfully, we agree on that. Now we just have to figure out what little situation that we want. April says, right. Jean, hey Melissa, I never get notifications anymore. I just have to catch you when I can. You look, I catch you, looks like I have the all checked. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know that some people have a hard time with the notification bell. You know, it works on YouTube for some, it doesn't work for others. Only thing I can say is uncheck it and check it back. That's the only thing I can recommend. But I'm here. The good news is I'm here. You can catch me. And yeah, catch my lives and join in with the conversation. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share. Twitch, hello. If you like what's happening on this channel today, it's just a different day. We haven't seen each other in a minute. We're just catching up on just all type of topics. So yeah. I'm more of an animal person than people person. I don't play when it comes to dogs. I love them. And trust me, I respect people that are like that. I'm like that with kids. I don't play when it comes down to the kids. I don't play like that when it comes down to people mistreating children and stuff like that. But also I respect people that are animal people. The only gripe that I have with animal, especially dog lovers, because typically it's the dog lovers that do it. When dog lovers assume that everyone around them likes their dog the way they do. So it's like, oh, isn't he cute? And then he let him come licking them. And I'm like, but you could tell immediately by my reaction because I'm like this or whatever. And it's weird because I'm not afraid. I just don't want them touching me. I got issues. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. So anyway, but I'm a kid person more than I'm an adult person, in the sense of kids don't bother me. I love being around children, stuff like that. But I'm very much an introvert in a sense, I guess. I don't know. Not a shy, timid person, but I don't have a problem not being around a lot of people. I don't have kids, so my dog is my baby. I love kitties too. Oh my Lord. I have children. So yeah, I was frozen. Here we go. I'm not a cat person though. I'm highly allergic to cats. Cats, now I tell you what, give me 15 dogs to one cat. Okay. Give me a turtle over a cat. I do not like cats. Cats are creepy. And my daughter knows it. So she'll FaceTime me and the cat face will be right there. And I'm like, why do you, and it's not a Siamese cat, but it has that look. I don't think she's a Siamese cat, but she's got she looks like one, but then she's got that fur. No. And then she'd be like, say hello. And then it goes, yeah. Like, are you kidding me? Child, listen, my daughter is a trip. So needless to say, she's like, because she's moving somewhere else to a 1-bedroom because she wants to accommodate this child. So anyway, long story short, she's like, well, when you come over, I'll start putting the cat in the bathroom. And I told her, I was like, you know what? You know that I'm afraid. I'm afraid of cats. I don't like cats. I just don't like, they're too creepy. But I told her, I said, I feel like you'll try to like let her come out just to see me run around your house looking crazy with this, that. Nope. Yeah, but I'm not allergic, just don't like them. Hello, Miss Melissa and everyone. Hope y'all had a great day. I did have a great day. I always intend to have a great day, even if it's a day that everything that could go wrong will go wrong or whatever, which thankfully today is not one of those days. It's a beautiful sunny day. We're at the tile phase. If you haven't watched my previous videos, go catch up. We're at the tile phase of the pool build. So they're putting the tile around the pool, the pool, everything's in there. Now it's the making it pretty phase. Because right now it's just all concrete. So it's exciting. It's tempting, especially over the weekend where it was so hot. And we were like, if the pool was built, but it's okay. Our fitness club has several pools. So we go there and that'll do for now. So yeah, had a great day. Had a really great day. Very quiet. Today felt like a Monday. A few times during the day, I had to remind myself that it is not Monday. It is Tuesday. So yeah, my baby sister treats her dog, treats her little dog more human than she does me. Jean, didn't you understand? It's so funny. It's so funny. And okay, my husband found dog mukbang videos. Okay, for all you dog animal people, you probably like, yeah, I watch it too. He's not weird. Listen, I'm like, let me hurry up and get this man a dog, because he found he already watches videos of the dogs. He had me hooked on the nursery videos where they have the webcam of the dogs in the nursery or whatever when they were first born, and they're cute little puppies, and you can see, yeah, all that's really cute. But I kind of was like, sir, you're over the top at this point when you're watching this dog eat this rib and this and that, whatever. It was a literal dog mukbang, and he was cracking up the whole time. And I'm like, sir, this is weird. No. So yeah, I respect it. I definitely respect it. I have two of my little fur babies. They keep me company. Both are Yorkies, and they can be expensive with pet insurance, grooming, and etc. Yes, they can be expensive, and that's the type that he wants, like a little tiny thing or whatever. So yeah, tiny thing, a little tiny dog or whatever. But I feel like that's one thing I don't like. I don't like when people get pets that they can't afford. Like, if you can't afford to get them their shots, if you can't afford to get them the things that they need, you don't need to get a pet. Okay, you don't need to get a pet, because eventually the pet needs to be like family. April is laughing at me. Good evening, Queens. Hey, Butter, how you doing? I meant to reach out to you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Cats are so creepy and sneaky. Yes, that's what I don't like about them, April. It's the fact that you could be sitting on somebody's couch and you don't even know it, and this little cat comes sliding across your leg. Do not slide on me. Don't slide on me. Don't come near me. Like, what are you doing? Get away. Or you could be sitting on their couch and you don't even know they have a cat, and that sucker gum from the TV, chaka, and then he jumping all on the back of the cat. I don't like behave. Like, go sit down somewhere. You see me here. I'm a guest. So stop. Like, what are you doing? What are you being sneaky for? And then if you see us watching TV, why are you just like creeping past the top? Like, I know those are extremes, but no cats for me, for real. Nope. Jean, nope. I'm so glad that nobody in this house gets down with cats like that. Yes, notifications lagging over here as well. I have a Yorkie also. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're looking. We'll find it. And I'm sure he'll come on live and y'all will hear him and all this other stuff. But it's not something that I'm looking forward to. But I don't have to take care of it. So what the heck? As long as it stay away from me, I'm good. Jean says, LOL, right. Yeah, I'm like, nope. I don't like it. So yeah, y'all, I know, YouTube goes to this thing where the notifications work for some, they don't work for others. It's not me on my end. That's all I can tell you. It's not me. Sunshine she also says no cats for her. Bless feels me. Melissa on creepy cat. Listen. They're so creepy. They're so, at least with a dog, you're gonna hear something. You're gonna hear the paws. You're gonna hear something. It's just too much. It's just too much. So that's what we're looking for. Something really small, not the size of this marker, something a little bit larger, but something that he wants, but something that if I look at it, I won't run into my room the other way because he done scared me to death. So we found a happy medium. I'm gonna keep looking until we find exactly what we want. But yes, absolutely no cats for us. So that's what's going on with us and the cat. I don't even know how we got on cats, but that's what I love about this channel. That it's just organic. We just sitting here talking, catching up, how everybody's day has been going. I was watching something in the news, and when we used to live in Washington State, one of the counties have now disassociated themselves from the union because the union or for a union or their organization that governs them, because the governor has now said that all the teachers and educators have to receive the shot. And so they're like, well, to end that, we're going to separate from you guys. I just think, like I said before, there's so many people that are going to be involved in that type of separation, where it's like, we're not going to be a part of the federal government. We're not going to be a part of that if this is what you're going to do. But I don't want to get on that. That came to my mind. Anyway, I love cats, but listening to you talk about the experience with cats is funny. Yes, it's the cat eyes for me. I cannot I just can't. Exactly, Jean. And that's what she does. She literally calls me on FaceTime on purpose with that cat right there. And I'm like, just think, you 25, but guess what? I'm gonna knock you down like you 3 if you keep calling me with that cat. And then she'll make it say hello, and it go here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So anyway, so yeah, y'all, just talking about this actor, Michael K. Williams, just so that we don't brush over that a little bit. I know we laughing and joking about everything else, but it's just a shame. You know, we all have different paths. We all have different ways to cope. We all have seen our parents cope a certain way, our peers cope a certain way. And I'm not sure if the drug use in Hollywood has anything to do with coping. Obviously, I'm not a person that lives in Hollywood, so I don't know. I don't know if it's just the culture. But like Blessed or Superstar said, he is the last person, if you watch his interviews and stuff like that, he would be the last person that I thought will go out like that. And so, you know, and to your point, Superstar, it's a shame that we don't realize how drugs impact our community. I think I'm beginning to think that it's almost like an epidemic as it was in the 80s and late 80s, 90s with the crack epidemic. Because if it's not the pandemic disease, it's that. It's the overdose. And it's in the arts. You know, I was talking to somebody about this, and my son, he was saying how if he ever became an actor, he would not take on certain dark roles, because he said that a lot of people that take on these roles, and I've heard Whoopi Goldberg say it. I've heard, what's the other guy that passed away from the other thing? He harmed himself. His head, Mork and Mindy, Robin Williams. Robin Williams, I heard him say this. I've heard the other one, what's his name? Ace Ventura. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I've heard him say it. When you take on these roles, like the spirit of those roles take over them. So when it's a dark role, it takes them to a dark place. So I know that his character on The Wire is really dark. I don't know what else he played on or whatever, but it's a dark character. And so I wonder if when they take on these roles and they're studying the role and getting all into part, like, is it a spiritual thing? Leave a comment down below if you think it can possibly be a spiritual thing where it's like, oh, I'm taking on this role as XYZ. And if I'm not careful of what I allow to come in my spirit, you may take on those behaviors and stuff. I'm going to tell you, I tend to believe that that's true, especially when people that are professional actors, I've heard Whoopi say it, and the other people that I just said, say, you know, Robin Williams, I've heard him say it, like when he did the one that did the Joker, Jim Carrey. When Jim Carrey did the Joker, it took him to a dark place. I forgot the role that, what role was Whoopi talking about? Whatever it was, it took her to a dark place. So I do think that there's some credibility, especially if you are a person that believes in spiritual warfare, that believes in the spirit realm. Like if you just think your body walking around aimlessly, then this conversation is probably going to go over your head. But I think that if you are if you are a spiritual being and you believe that we are spiritual beings and that who and what we come in contact with affects our aura. So here's the thing, this director, this writer writes up this character. And usually, I don't know if you've ever seen anything about character development, but when you read something about character, they don't just say Ace Ventura. It gives you the history of that person, where they like It's a whole thing that they have to study. So that's why when they take on Ray Charles or whatever, like, it's not just, oh, you're going to be Ray Charles. You're going to have to learn the mannerisms. Sometimes they go to where that person lived. They gain the weight that they gain. They lose the weight that they gain. I think there's some validity that it's also a spiritual battle. Absolutely. Let's comment. Sunshine says, my dog has boundaries. No to my kitchen, no to my bedroom, no to being in furniture. Absolutely. Our dog will be the same thing. It's a shame that we don't realize how it affects our community. Awesome, Sunshine. Yes, he is the last person that I would have thought of doing drugs. He seems so polished. I've seen him on documentaries. I just don't get it. I agree with you 100%. I've seen him, even though I've never watched the episode of The Wire, I've seen him on those documentaries, and I was shocked. Yeah. It's a shame. I used to smoke weed, but I quit because of the old Say No to Drugs campaign with Nancy Reagan back in the 80s. It made me quit. It was drilled in my head. Yes, it was drilled in our heads. And, that this is the brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? We got that drilled in us. Of course, that still didn't stop some people from still using drugs. It stop people from experimenting? For me, I never did that stuff because of what my mother did as a profession. So she was during the time of in my very formidable years, so my early childhood, into elementary, into middle school. During that time, she did several types of nursings, and one of the nursings that she did, or jobs that she did, she worked psych ward, and she worked drug and alcohol several times throughout my childhood. And she, I'm the type, even with my children, but also she was with us. She showed us the literature. I would be the little kid sitting as she's doing group. I'd be in her office. I knew where she worked. I knew why those teenagers were there. I knew, and she was like, you don't want to end up here. Same thing with the psych ward. This is what's happening. So that also deterred me. I was like, I don't want to go down that road. Also seeing it within my family is just like, I'm not interested. Oh, frozen. Okay. Am I not anymore? I'm on my phone because that's how I could tell. Yep, I'm still frozen. I don't know. YouTube is tripping like that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I was talking about. Oh, so between that and then personal, family, extended family history with drugs and alcohol, growing up in Miami, seeing all that or whatever, it was just not something that appealed to me. It just really wasn't for a very long time. And I don't say that to think that I'm better than people or that I'm better than anyone or whatever. It's just I'd made different choices. So drugs was just not something that I was interested in as far as that's concerned. Have you heard of the actor Lakeith Stanfield, who played Judas in The Black Messiah? Lakeith said that his role impacted his mental health. Yes, I've heard of him, and yes, I can see that. That was a deep role. Jean says, right? Superstar says, I do believe that dark roles can take over your spirit. Absolutely, I think so. You are becoming someone else. Yep, agreed. Jack Nicholson, the Joker from the 80s Batman movie, said the same thing. The newer Joker committed, suicide after his phenomenal performance. Jack said he warned them. Wow, blessed. Let's read that again. Jack Nicholson, the Joker from the 80s Batman, said the same thing. The newer Joker committed the thing after his phenomenal performance. Jack said he warned him. Wow, I did not know that Jack warned him. I'm also thinking about, if you watch The Hunger Games, the game master, he ended up harming himself after, and that was a dark role as well. Like, you just gotta be careful. Hollywood seems so glamorous, but I think there's just so much that we don't know about that place. There's so much that we don't know about, what it takes to be in these roles, to be amazing at these roles. I think that we see some of the patterns. It seems like certain people, if they do certain things, they go further. Those that have just as much of the talent, but yet aren't willing to do certain things, they don't go as far. You could tell that people that have like awesome parents, the childhood actors, they turn out somewhere totally different than the ones that maybe had parents that just said, okay, Hollywood, have them. So yeah, so interesting. I did not know about that, about the original Joker, but I did know about the second one. So yeah, he's what you call a functional addict. You couldn't tell that he was on drugs. Absolutely, Ruby. I know several people that would be classified as a functioning addict, and it's sad. It doesn't make it any easier or anything. It's just weird. It's just really, really weird when you think about Hollywood and how many people have died in Hollywood of overdoses. And, you know, leave a comment down below, because there was something else that I thought about. Maybe we need to stop glorifying in the songs, in the movies and stuff like that, the uses of different types of drugs and stuff like that, because it is kind of glorified. You know, they're taking their lean, they're this, I'm gonna pop in my and nowhere in that, as when we were growing up, you had the people come out and say, hey, that's a lie. That's not who I really am. Say no to drugs, that type of thing. These kids don't have a balance. But the problem is these aren't kids that's passing away. So it's really, really weird that what's going on? Comment. You good now. Thank you. Lakeitha's a strange dude anyway. The role made him worse. Oh, when they're strange anyway, forget about it. Forget about it. If that reminds me of Pete Davidson on Saturday Night Live. He's a weirdo, you know, and had his own share of trials and different things like that. So, yeah. Right, Gene Jones. There's absolutely has to be boundaries. That's where me and my other half disagree. Okay, talking about those pets again. Just making sure I wasn't missing. I'm going to close out my phone. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. So it doesn't sound like I was the only person that was really, really shocked by his death. And, you know, I'm starting to wonder, okay, do we have some sort of epidemic happening here? Do we need some more campaign? We're campaigning about this other thing and about C-19 and everything that comes along with it, and the booster and the this and that and the other. But it seems like there needs to be aggressive campaigning against drug use. That's what it's looking like to me, because it's looking kind of bad. Okay. So yeah. Comment below. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So that was one of the things that really was on my heart. Like I said, I think I'm going to save the Kevin Samuels thing. I'm going to save everything else we talked about for another time. I'm gonna say that for another time, and I'll let you know what the schedule is going to be back. I know I normally don't come on. Let me read the rest of these comments before I talk about the rest of the week. Monique and the cast members of Precious dealt with that. Yes, heavy spirit. They dealt with physical, mental, and sexual abuse, child abuse. I could accept a roles like that. And I think Bless is saying that she couldn't accept roles like that. You know, it's the same thing where there's just certain movies I won't watch for several different reasons. Certain type of movies I'm just not watching. And I know a lot of people were triggered by Precious. I was able to watch Precious because that just isn't my story. But I know people that it was really, really heavy for them. So can you imagine if we're the ones watching it and we know that it's acting, we know it's not real. Can you imagine the people and seen over and if they've been in those situations or they took on the role of it? Absolutely. Absolutely. They will not stop glorifying drugs and promiscuity in music. I know. I can only hope. You know, sometimes I come on Superstar and I'm Pollyanna. I know they're just not going to do it because it's what sells, you know, and it's one of the oldest professions and hobbies and whatever else you want, recreational activities, both of them, that one of the oldest ever. So, you know, back in ancient days, they were finding leaves and stuff and potions and stuff to get that medicinal high. So absolutely. Yeah, I just wanted to give conversation to his death and the other death and just really, I don't know, y'all give our opinion to the point where it's like, okay, enough is enough. If it helps one person get off drugs, the fact that we're talking about this, like I want to say Bless said, or Superstar, I think it was Bless, where she said back in the 90s, that's when she got off because of the Nancy Reagan campaign, say no to drugs. And they was hitting us hard with that. You hear me? They was not playing. They was like, we're going to indoctrinate y'all about these drugs. And it worked. It worked. Okay. Right up there with who remembers Jesse Jackson's I Am Somebody campaign. Same thing. So I don't know if drug use is more prevalent or if it's more glorified. That's the question. Is drug use more prevalent or is it more glorified? I think it's definitely more glorified. Absolutely. Wow, I've always said that. Thanks, Shishi. Do it right now. Thank you, Cece. I mean, I know what you meant, Bless. Thank you. Yeah, Bless. They will never stop glorifying drugs and promiscuity in music. Absolutely. And yeah, so is it more prevalent or is it more advertised? I think it's glorified. It used to be really had to go back out, come back in like 3 times. And I don't know what that was about. So anyway, but like I said, I know at least 2 other YouTubers that was having the same problem. So whatever, I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. I know on YouTube I'll be able to edit that part out, but if not, oh well. It's such as life. So if you want to be a content creator and you're like, what is it like to be a content creator? You got to think fast and think on your toes and be able to problem solve. And this is live. So because it's alive, you just got to go with the punches. And part of the punches is Al Gore's internet is going to act up at one point or another during your life. So that being said, yes, I do think that it is more prevalent because of social media. So where is that comment? Because that's what I was going to say. It's more glorified. And, I think it was just as glorified in music, but it's just all over the place. They can go on TikTok and smoke and do this and do that. Superstar said it. There you go. So unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with. I just love this positive and no negative stuff channel. Thanks, Melissa. We can all agree and disagree and be classy. Jean, that's just it for me. That's it. I love it. We need too much. We need this so much, y'all, these days and times. Jean, if I can highlight this, channel it, and just kiss it and give it back to you 100%, I would, because that is what not even being funny, not even being fake about it, on some real stuff. That is really what I want to be about. If I want negativity, if I want gossip, tea, the internet, YouTube is full of that. And don't get me wrong. Of course we get into that here. But even in that, I'm not coming from a place of I'm better than someone or judgment or malicious. I'm trying to take their channel down. I hate you. You hate me. That's just too much, because Jean, this comment has blessed me so much, because that's the space that I want. And I agree with you. We need this these days. I think that we have so much coming at us mentally that we have to process at a quick pace. And I want to be that girlfriend on the internet, that girlfriend's guide to peace. If nothing else, after I'm done watching this channel and that channel and hearing about the pandemic in schools and the government and Taliban and I know I can go to Melissa's channel and we're going to talk about that, but we just going to chill. She going to sip on her Coke with her vitamins. This is my vitamin Coke. I know y'all don't talk about it. I know. I poured my vitamins in it because I didn't feel like drinking it with water this time. Don't sue me. Don't at me. It is what it is. I didn't feel like doing it this time. I just was like, no, I want it in my Diet Pepsi, okay? So I poured it in there and I'm going to finish my vitamins. But anyway, Jean, thank you so much for the compliment. And, hold me to the fire, y'all, for real. Because that's also something that I think about, when, not if, not how, but when this channel blows up, when my channel finds its place of positivity among the hundreds of thousands, I want to make sure that I remain the person that I am now, organically me, and hold me to the fire, period. Hold me to this. Yes. So thank you. I think we do need it. There's just a lot going on. It's just so much going on. And honestly, Jean, if I can be transparent, because y'all know me, I'm going to be transparent. The reason why I had so many topics and I just wanted to come on and just be is because I feel like we are dealing with so much. And I didn't want to come on with the Samuel and do this. I just kind of felt my spirit. Go on and be you. Just go on and talk. Whatever they want to talk about, that's what we're going to talk about. Whatever comes on your heart, that's what we're going to talk about. But because if I feel overwhelmed in the sense of not worrying or anything, but it's just like, oh, I don't want to hear nothing else. And then Nikki and Cardi and Megan and I'm like, child, let's just sit and sip vitamins together. Anyway, it's more. Thank you, Jean. I really appreciate it. Practically everyone was giving their kids prescription drugs in the 90s. I believe folks are used to it. True. People were given prescription drugs, and that I think in the early 90s, early to the mid to late 90s was when the onset of ADHD drugs and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff was beginning to be prevalent. And that's when a lot of the studies were very in its infancy. So a lot of kids, it's like, oh, my kid's ADHD now. So yeah, absolutely. But if we know better, we ought to do better. I don't think that that's always the best thing for children. It's not always the best thing for us. It's not the first thing that we ought, to me, it's not the first thing that I want to do when I'm dealing with whatever that I'm dealing with. I don't want to go run to a pill or a drug or a drink or whatever. That's just me. Y'all know, Pollyanna. Yes, we do. Peace be still. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Vitamins, bless, don't do me, bless. Oh, see, sis, at least I'm getting it down, right? Because I do believe if you're not doing it already, here's a PSA. If you're not doing it already, please, please, please mind boosting your immune system. However you look, I'm not telling you what to do, how to do it. Research it, talk to your doctors, do what you need to do. But we have to get our immune systems up. We got all these variants, cousins. And not only that, we're living in a world where no one's agreeing on how we're going to end this. So because of that, you can go to the grocery store, you can do this, do that, whatever. And so you're going to be exposed to a lot of stuff. So yes, vitamins in my diet, Pepsi. Tomorrow I'll take it in my water, but right now, no. Bless says, do you do book clubs? I used to, if I can be transparent. Nope, I have not done one recently, but yes, I love to read. I love to read. And, but I have not conducted one. I have a couple of things that I have to get organized in my head space before I put it on YouTube to make a channel about it or whatever. And that is something that's a really good idea. So yeah, but yeah, so that's what we're doing today. Vitamins and Cokes. Okay, vitamins and Cokes. Oh, your channel is going to blow because we and so many of us so need this. Thank you, Jean. Thank you so much. I need this, to be honest with you. I love this space. I prayed for this space. I prayed for you guys. And I was humble when I was talking to 2 people, and I'm humble when I talk to thousands. And when we grow to hundreds of thousands and everything, I pray that I remain humble. I think about this all the time. If you know anything about just visualizing where you want to be in the future and stuff like that, I think about the YouTubers that I followed, when they first started out. And I think about how they were, and, they were so humble and this, that, and the other. And now it's all about, just like how we said, drugs, sex, alcohol, and jewelry. That's all it's about. Because I made a certain statue, I made it a certain way, and now I'm all about that. And that's just not me. I don't see myself changing towards that, but I'm the type of, who was I telling never say never? Forgot who I was talking to. Probably talking to my kids. But I was talking to one of my kids, and I was saying, my daughter. That's right, her crazy self. She was talking about she never having kids. And I'm like, never say never, never say never. You just never say never. You live a certain age, you just know never to say never. You just say, I hope to never, or I pray that never, but child, never say never. Okay. Shannon, hey, beautiful. Please think about discussing the woke community. Yes, I did. Okay, let me give you guys, let me write it down again, because I did write, let me see. Y'all, I'm not just telling y'all when I say I'm writing it down. If you follow my channel, you already know. Like, I have a whole book. Even before I come on, I have notes of what I want to talk about, or things that just pop in my head in the middle of the night. Oh, I want to talk about this. But also when you guys are telling me, hey, Melissa, da. So I know I haven't talked about how do you know he's the one. Trust me, I'm working on it, because I want a panel. Okay. Because I don't want to be just the only one talking about it, but y'all know I can. Y'all already know. But the woke community. Let's do that on a Friday. So speaking of Friday, let me tell you what my schedule for the week is so you guys don't freak out. And if anybody's looking for me and they inbox you or whatever, or they comment on my channel before I get to it, just let them know, school has started. Kids are in sports. My nieces and nephews are in sports. So yeah, Friday, right? So I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna unless something happens. Tomorrow's not my normal scheduling day, but because I know Thursday and Friday, I got to figure out when the track meet is, cross country meet is. But I know there's one. So I might go Wednesday and Friday or just Friday live. But I got to check my schedule. But I know for a fact Thursday will. So what I'm saying is Wednesday, if you're new to this channel, Wednesday is normally my break day where I take a break. I may use Wednesday to do something else and then come back on Friday to talk about the woke community or these other subjects that we just kind of threw out there that we have to get on, okay? It's so much that we have to talk about. God, there's so much, y'all. So much. But anyway, but I won't be here on Thursday because, but I also have to figure out where and when the cross country meet. I don't think it's like the one last week where we had to go Friday and Saturday. So that's why I wasn't here Friday and Saturday. So again, catch the old video. If you're watching the replay, thank you for following. Again, give my pre-recorded videos just as much love as you guys do these lives. I do my pre-recorded videos. It's talking about some of the same stuff. And, I do comment on those as well. So if you get the pre-recorded videos on Thursday or Friday, I'll probably go for live on Friday, but I got to check. So I ain't gonna promise y'all that. But if you get the pre-recorded, you're definitely gonna get one on Thursday, not pre-recorded, just y'all know what I'm talking about, where you edit and blah, blah, blah. If you get a video on Thursday, don't be like, womp. Go ahead and watch it. Give it some love, comment and everything, because I do comment on those as well. So yes, please think about discussing the woke community. So I have that there. All right. Before I close out, go ahead and leave a comment below if there is something else that I am missing from our conversation. If I've already mentioned it, then I already have it down and I'm working on it. I just want to make sure that we give it the due diligence that we're going to get it and that we're going to give it. And again, just for the purpose of housekeeping and oh my goodness, where's Melissa and all of that. Sports have started. My kids are in sports. My nieces and nephews are in sports. So we be in games all over the United States, all over what's this place called? Arizona. So one of the kids, there might be a track meet in California. There might be 3 football games in California. Yeah. So if it's stuff like that, y'all already know family first. So woke community is on the list. We will definitely, let me superstar because I want to make sure. So what happens is when you guys request those I just shared it on Facebook. Thank you, Jean. Thank you. So what I do, if you guys request something and I don't see y'all in the live, sometimes I don't talk about it because I want y'all to be there to talk about it because that's what y'all asked to. So I just wrote down that superstar acts for the woke community. That woke community is something else. It's something else. And that's going to be a really good conversation. Really, really good conversation. I just shared you on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Shannon came in with the love. Thank you, Shannon. Beautiful. She's a beautiful lady. Yeah, we did all of that. We got through all of that. So hope you guys had a good day. I had a wonderful day. Superstar says, absolutely. Shannon says, I want to know why Diddy is still so whorish. Just for shits and giggles. Just saw him laid up with Bow Wow's back. All right. I got 15 minutes for shits and giggles. Hold on. Let me go find it. Shannon keep me on my toes is what she do. Shannon and my moderator, they stay in my inbox with foolishness and mayhem. IG, Shannon. He is such a man whore. And then he turns around and want to be all sentimental and oh this and that and the other. It's like, Diddy, just be quiet. Let's see. Love. I don't see it. He got a whole masterpiece on his back. Bow Wow's baby mama. Let's see. So it must be Shade Room. I don't see it. Sipping the Monty said he was laying there with his cheeks spread. So he taking a book out of. There's so much I want to talk about. I can't find it, Shannon. I'm gonna look it up and then we'll talk about it sometime tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, you know, just in general, without having the picture, Diddy is lost. And you know, when we talk about Kevin Samuels and because I do want to talk about him. When we talk about Kevin Samuels, I'm going to talk about how he broke down manhood and being a man and what does that mean and when do men really mature. And I kind of agree with them. Unless you get a rare breed, you're not going to get a man in his 20s or 30s that's really super ready. That's just my opinion. And not necessarily ready, because they can be ready, but I like the way Samuels put it. It's almost like having a sentiment how we say girls mature faster than boys, whatever that means. Doesn't mean all men are dogs, doesn't mean any of that. But Diddy reminds me of that. But the problem is he's well over 40. You know, by 40, you know, like I always say, there's nothing like an old fool. You know, you in your 40s, almost 50s, 60s, and you still playing 20, 30-year-old games. You know, like Kevin Samuel said, your 20s is for risk. You taking all the risks that ever risk. Then by 30s, you trying to move and shake and build. And then by 40s, you walking in what you're building as you're building more. That should be and usually what the pattern is for manlyhood. But when you look at Hollywood, again, let's talk about Hollywood. And we're talking about drugs and all this other stuff, but also, are the men in Hollywood men? Would you want an act? Leave a comment down below. Would you want an actor in Hollywood? Or a singer? Got to finish these vitamins. Or a singer or entertainer? I wouldn't. Not unless I can go everywhere they can go. He hasn't dealt with the death of his baby mama, Kim. The guilt has gotten him out of control. Yep. Unstable. Double-minded. If he's rich, yes. Okay, superstar, you're right. But are we traveling with him everywhere? Here we go back to this foolishness. I ain't doing this with y'all. Are we traveling with him, or he just goes, you know, hey, just take care home? Because I'm going to tell you, I could think of a few Hollywood people that are like where the wife goes with them. Russell and Sierra's reminds me of one, unless she's busy somewhere. Khaled, DJ Khaled, he's another. I think him referring to himself as Love Combs is an excuse to be free spirit, free balling fool. Yep. And people are falling for it. Okay, but see, I feel like young Diddy, young Muse, people were checking for him. Basically, people were checking for him more when he was younger than now. No one's like, oh, top 10 Diddy. No one's doing that now. Like, no one's saying that. No thanks to Hollywood men. If he's rich, yes. Superstar, I'm telling you, I'm so disappointed. I'm just playing. He hasn't dealt with his death. You're so welcome. Thank you, Jean. Sipping the Monty. See, you're giving me somebody else to follow. Let's see. Because, you know, I will follow people. I will support. Oh, and see, we got so much content. I'm not going to tell you about this one, but I forgot about him. I don't see it. I don't see any. He doesn't have any new content. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe we'll talk about it later. Anyway, so Diddy's out there. What's new? What is the woke community? Yvette. How could I? Okay, wait. Look at the page I tabbed. Okay. How would you guys describe woke? So it's a sect, SECT, of anybody can be woke, right? So anybody can be like, oh, I'm woke for feminism. I'm woke for LGBT. Like I'm woke. It's a sudden wokeness, awareness, but it's a hyper awareness. So the woke community, in quotations, it's a hyper awareness, and it's almost imbalanced, and it's, you know, the indoctrination and the whatever indoctrination of Black stuff, Black history, Black not just American Black history, Black African diaspora, like just all of that. And so typically when you have a conversation with these people, everything is going back to Africa or the Black this or the da da da. So they're woke. Okay. Leave a help me out, y'all. Like, I don't know how else. Let me see what the Urban Dictionary would say. Something smells good down there. Speaking of which, I need to drink. So how would we classify the woke community? Let's see what Siri says. Hey, Siri. What does it mean to be woke?
According to Merriam-Webster.com, woke is increasingly used as a byword for social awareness.
Yeah. So yeah, like she said, social awareness. So like it's a hyper social awareness of the African diaspora, the African American, just everything. So, but a lot of times we use that to talk about, like, so if I speak to somebody that's woke and I say good morning, instead of getting a good morning back, he gonna say grand rising or whatever, and you know, just all kind of stuff. So other people are chime in. That's just a quick, cute, probably very ignorant, or not ignorant, but very informal way to describe it. Sipping the Monty. She said, yes, if he's rich. You know, you're a special person. You have to follow him. He's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna follow him. It's Monty J. Welder. Okay. He lost the page. I believe he had to start over. He's a good time on here. Good. I like a good time. I don't have time for all that foolishness and mayhem. Not even gonna lie, I'll peek around at the foolishness and mayhem if I have time. But typically these days, it's just so much going on in the world that I don't even have time to look at my favorite train wrecks. I just don't have time for it because I feel like everybody on the train right now. So yeah. He kept me up on Boosie and Lil Nas. Girl, everybody is dragging these two. More so dragging Boosie because Boosie seems to be pretty darn obsessed with Lil Nas. Lil Nas, as I always say, is the master troll. He is a master troll, whether you think he's serious, whether he's not, whether he's gay, whether he's trolling, whatever. He knows that this conversation makes a large group of people very uncomfortable. So he knows that he is trolling. And I think it's funny to me. I'll send it to you. Okay. It is hard to describe. It's very, very hard to describe. If you know somebody that's woke, you will know them. And usually if you're on something like Facebook, you know immediately when someone has become woke. Immediately, you know. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, we'll talk about it because once we start talking about the woke and talking about people that are woke and whatever it is that they want to talk about in the community, because the unfortunate part is there are some healthy aspects of being woke. Absolutely. Knowledge is power. Community is power. Knowing where we come from and who we come from and all of that is absolute power. But the problem is when you talk about the bad part of the woke community, it's the other imbalance of it, which is dysfunctional. It's absolutely dysfunctional. They're criminals, they're scammers, they're, you know, that type of thing. But the good side of the woke community, those that are really doing the work of the Lord, absolutely, it's a good thing. He is homophobic and lusting after that boy. Yep. What I can't say, Hotep, same thing. So we'll talk about that. I was going to mention Hotep, but I didn't. I was like, Lord, I didn't want to confuse nobody else. So y'all, we have some good content. Like I said, if you see a recorded video that I've done, and I'm putting it out there on Thursday, again, comment, like, all of that to the video. And if you're peeking in on the replay, make sure that you leave a comment. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now. So if you're watching the replay, if you're watching and some of you have I don't know, because YouTube don't tell us. Don't think like, oh my God, I'm busted. No, I have no idea. I'm just making a prediction. Like, you come in, you're like, oh, she's live and I'm peeking. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I promise you that whatever you're waiting to see as far as me not coming on or whatever, that's not going to happen. Like, I'm here to stay. This is my little cute little spot on the internet. So go ahead and join the family. Go ahead and join. So what you need to do is just hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, follow the page, like it. And Twitch, hey, yeah, so for some great content. There's going to be more coming. I just got to organize my thoughts around it, or I don't put out anything halfway. So yeah, just follow right now. Do it. Yeah. Let's see the comments. Nazes is an attention seeker like Boosie. That's why they are the perfect storm. That's why those of us that are sitting back watching them are like, oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Boosie is obsessed with him in the sense of a closeted gay or something like that. Wouldn't be surprised if it happens. I think he's just male chauvinistic, old school, hyper masculinity, toxic masculinity male from back in the day. That's just what I think he is. I would say reset your mind. Think back to where you came from, how you got here, and what your ancestors had to sacrifice for us to be where you are. That's what I think about daily. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like the self-proclaimed conscious kings who are pro-black, this and that, and see them praise white ladies while there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't understand. Exactly. You know, you're the worst thing, you know, or you have these people that are so woke and everything, but then they only use light-skinned women, or they only use white women in their videos. Or you see people, I mean, you have some of these people, like you said, have all this to say, but then put down women that look like their own mom. It's weird. What do you feel about natural hair movement? Oh, that'll be a great conversation. I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole nother video. That's a really good video. I won't save that. I won't pre-record that because I want to see your comments. But I was just for a precursor to the video. I haven't had a relaxer in, oh my gosh, so long because of the type of hair that I have. And so I was kind of indoctrinated in the natural movement because, oh yes, sis, you know, no relaxer. I'm team relaxer. I'm team whatever, but I don't want to give it away because we're going to talk about it later, and just what I feel was wrong with it, what I feel was right with it, and all of that. So we'll definitely talk about that. You better not leave us. Oh, no. It took me so long to finally get up. It wasn't the courage, because I don't mind being on camera. I don't mind that. I just am super, super private. I like my privacy. I'm introverted in that regard. So it took me so long to say, you know what? You know, if you do this, you're going to be known. Whether, however, whoever people may say, oh, that's a little small channel. Oh, that, it don't matter. I don't care. I almost flipped him. I almost did the middle. I almost was a bad girl. But if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, the best thing that I could say is just think of starting it as you're opening up the world to who you are, no matter what you do, whether it's your talents, whether it's you speaking, whether it's your craft, whatever it is. So when you do that, you open yourself up to all types of things. Oh my goodness, who is this Melissa girl? I have so many people that request me on Facebook, on Instagram. I have to keep that, you know, it's just so much. So now that I'm out here, I ain't going nowhere. So yeah, it's a lot to really consider that I think a lot of people don't consider. A lot of people don't really know what's entailed. Like the minute you do those videos and you commit to it and everything to be great at it, it's a lot of work. So I put in a lot of blood, sweat, no tears, but a lot of blood, sweat, time, and everything into this. And so, no, I'm not going anywhere. I love it. I love this. Boosie doesn't even have family structure. Absolutely. Kids doing whatever, you know, he's somewhere climbing up a crate. So be quiet. Gene Jones says, right. Last thing I'd like to have on your list is Shannon, we talked a little. Shannon, were you here on Friday? Or when was my last live? Tuesday? Were you here on Tuesday? because wow, September is a busy month because I just remembered the fact that my anniversary is coming up and I'm definitely taking a break on that. I told y'all Hawaii said don't come. So that's out. So he did the last bit of canceling stuff today. He called the hotel and was like, y'all don't want us, so we can't. So yeah. So yes, we talked a lot about Kanye on Tuesday. But anyway, let me finish reading. The last thing I'd like to have on your list is Jesus. I'm so livid with him right now, making comments about my hometown native LeBron not sending his children to the school he has here. He's an idiot that lives in California. How would that work? The school is for children in failing districts, etc. Anyway, he does great things here. Kanye should just never talk again. And I used to ride or die for him. Oh man, I wish you would have hit that live on Tuesday. But I know you were busy, baby. I think you were actually in a meeting. You were in a meeting. You missed a conversation. That's what it was. You were in a meeting and we had a whole conversation about Kanye, the album coming out and everything. But you know what? He is great content, to be perfectly honest with you. So we can revisit him. So he is on my list as well. Got it. Let me see. It's lagging. Boosie also has a lesbian child. He's annoying. Okay, so what message is he sending to his lesbian child with all this criticism? Well, he's probably criticizing her. That's the answer. That's the answer right there. You know, because here's the thing, whether he's talking to his child specifically, your child sees how you're talking about Nas. So yeah. I don't believe I made it in time on Tuesday. You were in a meeting. That's what it was. So yeah. Yeah. So y'all, we have a lot to talk about in the next coming weeks and days and everything. To be perfectly honest with you, if I get oh yeah. Sorry for the typos. I was saying, LeBron has kids and don't live here anymore, but I'm just wondering what his mental state is. Okay. LeBron, because I know LeBron has the kids and stuff there or whatever, but we will talk about it. Listen, my list is long. Some of the topics I'm looking to have other people online with me having a discussion. Lakeisha, if you're listening, I remember you said you were married for a long time. Let me know if you want to come on that live. It was somebody else who said that they were married. Leave a comment down below if you're watching the replay and you're like, yeah, Melissa, I'll come sit on the panel. Don't think of it. Y'all saw how me and Kiara was. Like, it wasn't formal, like you have to dress up and all this other stuff. Like, I don't want to put that's my hair dryer, but I don't want to, like, it could be you could just do anything. Like, y'all saw how easy it was to come on. So any of these topics or whatever, y'all already know, like, I'm gonna start calling y'all on more and more. But back to the original subject, especially the one about how do you know he's the one? If you've been married for more than 5 years, I want to hear from you. I want you to be on the panel, but I also have people that I'm reaching out to. So I'm not ignoring y'all. We're going to talk about it. Sorry. Okay. Jean says, what is your Facebook name? I shared you on Facebook and I know they will come over there to watch you as well. I'm sure you have put it on here and I miss it. So I shared you on Facebook. If you share me on Facebook, then, but my name here is my, so okay, let me write it correctly. It's melissaberrien.com. So melissaberrien.com is my Facebook. I don't have my website anymore. I let that go. As my channel grows back, I'll get my website page back up. But I bought my website right as I was starting off on social media, and it wasn't necessarily expensive. It's just a lot of work because I was putting in so much work on YouTube and Facebook, and then I had to, it's a whole process. But my point is, it was just something I didn't want to keep up as I was trying to grow my channel. So maybe when I get to 5,000, 7,000, maybe 10,000 rather, I will start my website again. But I want to make sure that it's now that's my Facebook. That's not the website because I let my website go. I'll get it back. You know, that was back, you know, because when I first started YouTube, I was doing YouTube. I was still running paparazzi. Yeah. I have a Poshmark that I still have not opened back up, which I need to. I have so much stuff I need to put on there. I got Coach shoes, authentic purses, all kind of stuff on that channel, on that Poshmark. But I was running Poshmark. I was running, what's the thing I just said? The jewelry. I just said it. Anyway, that's why I need my vitamins. But I was running that. I was running my website. Like I was running a lot of stuff. And I was like, no, I'm going to channel everything into YouTube and Facebook and then let it grow. I've even slacked off on my Instagram, posting there or whatever. But anyway, that's just backdoor, behind the scenes stuff that y'all don't really care about. Jean says, okay, thank you. I know that's right. Paparazzi. Yes, paparazzi. Sometimes I get mommy brain. And my baby is 16. Speaking of which, are they done with practice? Sister must have came home. She's gonna have to go right back and get him. We're so blessed. She's still in that phase where she likes driving still. And so that's fun. I know some of you were on. How many of y'all remember when she failed her test the first time because she missed the stop sign? And then I was like, come on, I'm on live. And she was like, no, I'm not talking to you and them. And then that next Monday, she went and passed the test, whatever. So that was funny. That was really funny when that happened. Because I know her. She is so competitive. She's like, absolutely not. First of all, how dare you put that stop sign there and I don't see it. But that's okay. Come Monday, I'm a be it. I'm a pass it. So anyway, she's been doing well. The boy just turned 16 a couple of days ago, literally. So he don't want his dad to teach him how to drive and stuff like that. He's already been out and about. So we'll see how that goes. Well, they coming over here to YouTube. Thank you, Jean. Promote. You know, I have all these strange and crazy ideas that I be thinking of because you know, sometimes I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I think, you know, people don't want to see positivity. They want drama, you know, and I can get into it. Don't get me wrong. And I do in my own way as far as being nosy or something like that. But as far as it would not be me if I began to be argumentative and, you know, a drama queen or whatever for YouTube. That y'all would be like, that is not her. And my family definitely would be like, what? Like, that's not her. It's just not me. But it gets frustrating because I see the numbers that drama pulls. Positivity can pull that too, because I follow plenty of positive people that are such an inspiration for me that I don't get discouraged. But at the same time, that drama, man, listen, drama, you go viral, and not even going viral. Like, you get so many followers from that, but I won't be tempted by that. But what was funny is I said, you know what? I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna stream until I get up to, I think I said like 7,000 followers, because I want to prove that positivity, I'm wiping my screen. I want to prove that positivity is wanted and needed on the internet. These are the type of ideas that I have. Like, I have some straight out of the box, and I might still do it because I know we all do. We're all, you know, of course, y'all see me looking out my window like, what the heck? We're all nosy. Like, but at the end of the day, I think we as humans really do want peace. And yeah, so that was one of the things that I laugh at. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have a Jerry, not Jerry Springer, but the Jerry's Kids a-thon for positivity. Until I get to 10,000, I am not turning this live stream off. I ain't gonna sit here that whole time, but it's just to prove a point, and it's just to be funny. Like, it's nothing. So anyway, Jean, thank you for being positive. Thank you for always being uplifting and sharing my content, my videos, and everything. I really appreciate it. Anonymously Loud. Hey, Anonymously, do you have a YouTube channel? You sound like you have that. That's like a YouTube name. Anonymously Loud. Well, welcome. Good to see you. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes, just chilling. So if you're looking around, I got a message for you. Before we head. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So yeah, y'all, I'm glad that we were able to connect. Because it seems like forever that we've seen each other and everything. It was last Tuesday. It was a week. That is long for me. But I do have some videos coming up letting you know what we were about. We went up to Flagstaff, and that's way south, north of here, of where from the part of Arizona that I live in. So I have beautiful footage of that, just different things, and Memorial Day weekend, that type of stuff. So it'll be a vlog type thing, but it is what it is. So if you've watched all the way to this point, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've heard my ramblings and everything else. And I really, really appreciate it. As usual, you guys are great, great, great supporters. I appreciate you guys waiting in the wings for me to come on. If you're catching a replay, hey, don't feel bad. I'm here. I'll be back. You know, make sure you watch the entire video. Well, if you made it to this point, you already know what the schedule this week is going to look like. Hit or miss until we get it consistent, because let's see. So today is the 7th. My anniversary is in 2 weeks. So that week's going to be crazy. Next week, this week I have a Broadway play and 2 sports games to go to. And then the next week is just sports, sports, sports. So yeah, we're busy around here. We're busy. So anyway, y'all, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. If you have not already, make sure you check out the my latest downloads, and because we're talking about all this breaking news and, you know, pop culture. It was a lot of stuff that we talked about on Tuesday, and not just talking about, you know, what was happening. We were actually giving our own personal point of view of who, what, where, when, why, and what we would do and how we would do it. That's just kind of how we do on this channel. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great evening. Make sure that you're kind to yourself. You know, one of the things that we said was that, you know, I noticed that just life in general, just people are going through it. And it doesn't necessarily mean something negative or something where it's causing them to be so down. It's just there's just a lot going on, you know, between the military and medical stuff and this and that and pandemic and kids in school, masks, no masks, blah, 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 drugs, blah, 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 all of that. Do I go? Do I not? My flight, my not flight, my this, that. Like, it's just so much. So I just wanted to use today to just come on and say, y'all, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. But in the process of being okay, what's on your mind? What do you want to talk about? That's all I wanted to do. And I hope I was there for you in doing that. And judging by the comments, I was. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you check out those videos. Stop being spoiled. I will be back. Bye-bye.